Ooh, yay. Yay. Okay, going live. Hey. Woo. Okay, so we've got this going. So, some of y'all realized that last week I did a K-pop on my mind. And I was like, wait, I really want to do these live streams. So, I'm going to do these live streams, the K-pop on my mind. Unless I'm like busy and I can't, I will be doing them as live streams going forward. So every Friday, this time, I'm going to be doing these. And pretty much I'm just going to go through and talk about pretty much all of like the K-pop related music stuff that I haven't already talked about during the week. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. And yeah, I'm going to actually pull up the different songs that we're going to be talking about this week. So the first song that I want to talk about is Itzy's Icy. So Itzy dropped their first comeback. The title track is actually Icy, and Icy has cemented Itzy as one of those groups that has their own distinct sound. So it's one of those chaotic songs, just like Dala Dala, but it is very Itzy. Hey Jasmine, how are you? But it is very much a Itzy sound at this point. I'm completely 100% sure that this is the sound that Itzy's going for going forward, which is really good that they already have a very like distinct sound to them. And Icy has a lot going on, and I've been liking it more and more as I've been listening to it. So I don't know, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'm digging Icy, although I don't love Icy. But each time I listen to it, I do like it a little bit more. I will say I definitely 100% prefer Cherry. Cherry is like my kind of song. Cherry is 100% up my alley. I'm pretty good. It's been a good day so far. But yeah, so Itzy's album, Icy and Cherry are my two favorites. There was one other track on there, something Summer. It's Summer, I think. It's Summer didn't really stick out to me as much. It still has that kind of Itzy kind of sound, a little bit less intense than Icy, but I don't like it nearly as much as I liked Cherry. But yeah, that's what I kind of thought of Itzy's comeback. So it's Icy is the actual album name. But yeah. So then there is also VeriVery's comeback. So VeriVery is the Jellyfish group. They are VIX's younger brothers. They definitely have a much lighter, brighter concept. And the song that they came back with, Tag Tag Tag, is way bright. It is very bright. It is not as bright and as some of their two previous tracks were. And I actually like this one a bit more. It's still not quite up my alley. It's just not quite that sound that I really like enjoy. But it's also one of those tracks that I feel is a very safe track. Because like, even though I'm just like, yeah, I don't love this, I don't hate it, I don't dislike it, I'm just very neutral about it. It's a solid song. It's just not my style, so I didn't like fall in love with it. But yeah, that was VeriVery. But what I'm noticing with VeriVery is that they are definitely getting a stronger base, and their popularity is definitely growing. Their numbers they were at like 1.2 million earlier today, so they're definitely getting better as getting a bigger fan base, I should say. But yeah, they're definitely really talented. It's just I haven't connected with their title tracks, and so I haven't checked out their albums. So you should let me know if you think that I might like their albums. You guys kind of know what kind of sound I really enjoy. So, but I'm always willing to check those out and check out different songs and such like that. So I guess the next track that I'm going to talk about is Yongguk's Orange Drive. So Yongguk released this because he enlisted the other day. He announced a few days before his enlistment that he was going to be releasing a track called Orange Drive before he enlisted, and he released it on the 31st. He enlisted on the 1st, and he's now enlisted. My Yongguk, my baby. Yongguk is my bias. And yes, I will still say that he is my bias, even though BAP no longer exists, which is sad all in itself. But I really love Yongguk anyway. I love all of them. But so Orange Drive is a very, very Yongguk song, but it's also one of his smoother songs. It was more of the R&B chill kind of song. It was a little bit more mainstream than some of his individual solo stuff that he's released. I've noticed with Yongguk, now that he's kind of off on his own, he kind of just does whatever interests him, and it's a little bit less mainstream, a little bit less accessible, which is great for Yongguk because that means that he's getting to experiment and try new things and really like flex his like producing skills, because he's truly talented at that. But I've noticed that now that he's doing that, you get more of those kinds of tracks. So Orange Drive was kind of like a return to things that are a little bit less like, but a little bit less experimental, more straightforward. And probably because he is going away, he wanted to leave something really nice and simple, not something that is going to leave everybody pondering. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying Orange Drive. It is a great track so far. Let me check and double check to see what were the other tracks that came out this week, because my mind is now blanking on the other songs, because I know there were at least another 2 songs that came out that I paid attention to. So while I'm pulling that up though, I will talk for a moment about the SM super boy group. So SM is going to be debuting a group of already debuted people, but it's not exactly a project group in that they're just going to be releasing a single track and that's it. It's kind of like an actual group that they intend to have comebacks and everything. It's a little bit of a strange situation, but I'm also curious to see how it's going to go. So in case you did not hear about this group, which apparently will be announced sometime next week, officially, is it's how do I put this? So it's Taemin from SHINee. It is Taemin from SHINee. We have Baekhyun and Kai from EXO. Then we have Taeyong and Mark from NCT. And then you have Ten and Lucas from WayV. So it's a 7-member group. This is really weird because they're all debuted, and it's like a power move. It's just like, we're gonna take a bunch of people who are really talented and really popular. We're gonna throw them together in this group so that way they can all work together. We know that they're going to pull money from all their different fandoms together, and we're gonna try to do this because SM has some problems right now. In case you don't know, you should go look it up. SM has problems. There's a deficit going on, and clearly this seems like it's some sort of move that they're trying to make up for that in a way. But at least from what I'm seeing, it's kind of blowing up a little bit in their faces. I haven't seen reactions from every fandom so far, but it seems like XOLs are very upset about this. I saw some that were saying that they didn't want to support it because their members should be getting their solos and stuff like that. And then I saw some from NCT that were just like, y'all are not even promoting NCT properly. Then others that are just like, WayV doesn't even get promoted. So it's kind of a mess. But I mean, honestly, I don't know the extent to which they're being thrown together in this and how much they want to do stuff. But I mean, if all the guys want to do some sort of work together, if the guys want to do it, I'm down because I kind of love all of them. So yeah, it's a bit of a complicated situation with the Superboy group. Um, okay, so let me just go back to the track since we don't know anything else about the Superboy group as of now. So there were two other tracks that I haven't talked about yet, and the first one is P.O. and Mino's track. So P.O. of Block B, Mino of Winner. They released a track together. They are friends, so they released a track, Promise, and it's actually a really chill song. It has some really cool beats to it. It definitely, from the sound of it, I heard some Caribbean instruments in there. I can dig it. It had a little bit of a Caribbean sound, but it was only a hint of it. It wasn't you wouldn't listen to that song and be like, yeah, that's a Caribbean song. This is like, it's a Caribbean influence. No, it's not that intense. Just heard some instruments that are very familiar if you listen to Caribbean music. So that was really cool. Also, P.O.'s part really stood out to me. I love Mino's. I love the whole song, but P.O.'s, I think I just love P.O.'s voice. Like, P.O. just wins me over with everything. In case you didn't know, P.O. started out my bias wrecker, and then he kind of just became my bias of Block B. I love P.O. And if you haven't been watching Hotel Del Luna, you should. P.O. is adorable. And okay, so the last track that I'm going to talk about is Peniel's Fly 23. So he released a track. I can't remember if he released a track last summer too, but he definitely released a song 2 years ago. But yeah, Peniel's tracks, his solo tracks, they're always really kind of fun. They're these bright, fun summer tracks usually, and it's just like, oh wow, Peniel, you're just letting all of your happiness just all out there, and it's kind of refreshing whenever we get some Peniel popping up. So I did enjoy Fly 23. I think I enjoyed the one from 2 years ago a little bit more, but Fly 23 was still a fun song, and it's, when it comes to having a feel-good summer song, Peniel just delivers. He just does. He does. But yeah, so those are the tracks that I wanted to talk about this week. There weren't that many. Like last week, there were a lot of tracks. Like, I didn't even mention everything. But this time, there just weren't too many tracks to talk about. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about more tracks next week. And also, in the comments down below, let me know. So for the next 2 days over the weekend, you guys can let me know which song you'd like me to do a reaction for. So I'm only going to be doing like 1 or 2 reactions a week. So let me know in the comments down below. You guys can find out what tracks are coming out this week, and you guys probably know which tracks are coming out this week. And leave them in the comments down below. Whichever 1 or 2 songs get the most requests for me to actually check out will be the ones that I actually do the reaction for. So yeah, that's how this is going to work from going on. Comments, you can pick the song that I actually do a visual reaction to. I'll still talk about it in next week's K-Pop on My Mind as well. But yeah, you can actually pick which one I'm going to do my reaction for. So I will see you guys next time. Bye. Let's see.